Johan De Nysschen, President, Audi of America.
Johan, there have been changes in Volkswagen and Porsche recently. Go through the ownership of all these groups and where Audi fits into it.
Well, it has been a long and protracted negotiation and discussion. The current status is that the merger between the Volkswagen Group and Porsche has been announced. Some of the detail of the price execution still is being worked out. And I would say that a lot of Audi's cash reserves are being used to finance this purchase. Audi, after all, is the economic powerhouse of the group. And a lot of Audi's cash finances have in fact been used to make this acquisition possible. As the interplay between Porsche and the other brands in the group is concerned, a lot of this still has to be played out.
Who owns who?
Unquestionably, the Volkswagen Group owns Porsche.
And who owns Audi?
And Audi is a subsidiary of Volkswagen AG, one of several other automakers that also form.
You mentioned technology, and I asked some of my colleagues today, one word, describe Audi. And they said luxury, great design, engineering, technology. What they didn't say was sporty or racy. Yet you've won Le Mans. In fact, you've won it with the first diesel ever won. How do you change that so that sporty and racing come up when people think of Audi? Or do you want to?
I think we consider ourselves to be a dynamic brand, and to be dynamic, progressive, sophisticated, and sporty. These are all linked. We make high-performance cars. We make drivers' cars. We make luxury cars. We make sophisticated cars. We make vehicles that have design as a cornerstone of what the brand represents. I don't think any one of these attributes overshadows the other. And in fact, what Audi is about understated elegance and sophistication. And many brands lay claim to being sporty. Sporty is more than just performance. There are many car companies that produce high-performance cars. And you can have overt sportiness, or you can have inherent sportiness. And I think with us, it's about understated. The power is there, the performance is there, the handling dynamics is there when you want it. But you don't shout it out and say, look how sporty I am. It is something that the driver experiences, and which is not perhaps that apparent to the outside consumer who is not connected with the brand. That's the way we like it.
Or one word that you could use when someone thinks of Audi, what would you want them to
Progressive.
use? Progressive. Well, in the world you are progressive. You are right in there with Mercedes and BMW on a worldwide scale. In the United States, in fact, today we're driving the S5, the S4, and the R8. That would be your compact premium sporty, and your large premium sporty. And in the United States, you're like sixth in one category, third and last in another. What are you going to do to change that in the United States, like you have worldwide?
You know, the issue is how you measure success. Quite clearly, if the public scoreboard is the sales scoreboard, but there are many more key performance indicators that actually should be used to evaluate a corporation's performance. But let us look at the volume, because that's a simple, visible one. On a global basis, you're quite right. Audi is right in there in the midst of the battle with Mercedes and BMW. But for us, it's not about volume. For us, it's about the overall quality of the business. The gap in sales volume terms between Audi and these two illustrious competitors in the USA is larger than anywhere else in the world. In fact, Western Europe, we lead them, and Audi is unquestionably an established member of the triumvirate of German premium brands. In the USA, we have a significant volume gap, we have a significant market presence gap, we have a significant awareness gap. But on the other hand, I read an interesting interview with Gary Dilts, Vice President of J.D. Power, a few weeks ago, where he used Mercedes as an example of some of the things that has gone wrong with the automotive business, where you have a fixation on volume and growth. And you transform your brand because you are chasing volume targets. And you build capacity to meet these volume targets. You create a proliferation of model ranges to meet these targets. And then you incentivize the blazers out of the cars to make sure that you hit the numbers. That is absolutely what I will not do, and is what Audi doesn't do. We earn our market share growth, we earn our volume growth through good quality of business. If the profitability isn't there for a corporation, you cannot invest in good customer service. You cannot invest in great quality cars. You cannot invest in research and development. You cannot invest in maintaining residuals, which ultimately comes to the benefit of the consumer. That is the business that we're about.
Johan De Nysschen, thank you very much.
Always nice talking to you. Thank you.